guys, how are you today? It's your girl, Miss Debs, coming to you from my kitchen, Deborah's Delicious Dishes, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because he's so worthy to be acknowledged and to be praised. Guys, I hope your day was beautiful. Mine was great. I'm here to do a dinner tutorial on pasta with a homemade white cheese sauce with chicken. I'm going to put spinach in here. Let me show you everything I got to go in it. We're going to use heavy cream. I'm going to make a roux with flour and water. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of flour. The roux with flour and butter. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put in some bumblebee white chicken shredded. I'm going to use some heavy cream for my sauce. We have the pasta in the back, rotini pasta. I'm going to use garlic in it, a little sazon. I have some cilantro, frozen spinach. We're using butter and we're using Romano cheese and Parmesan shredded cheese. Let's get this party started. I have my water boiling over here. I have salt in the water. Then I'm going to use some olive oil here. Then I'm going to put my chicken in. I'll be right back with you guys. Let's get it going. And this is a very inexpensive meal. I just wanted to let you guys know that. These were on sale 2 for $6, right? And then I already had the spinach in the freezer, half a box left over from another recipe. So I always freeze my veggies. You guys know that follow me. And then I have butter. I have some cilantro. This was 2 for $4. I had this in the freezer. The cilantro, the bunch was $1.69. Already had the garlic, already had the package of sazon, already had the butter. These cans right here were $1.99 a piece, so that's $8, 12 altogether so far. This was $1.69, $13.69, and this was $2.99. So we're talking about $16, and that wasn't bad for a meal that's going to feed a family of 4. All right? So you can get inexpensive meals. And not only that, guys, this is quick, fast, and in a hurry meal. This is one of my cheat days. So I was going to use some, did a haul. And I was going to use the seasoned chicken thighs from that. Or I was going to use some chicken breast. But I was like, no. I have the chicken right here in a can. I'm tired. I just got off work. Let me just put this together. I'll be back to show you guys. So guys, I'm back. Okay, so now you see I have the chicken going here. It looks delicious. I put in some a tablespoon of garlic. I told you guys I was going to use some fresh garlic, right? Well, it's, fresh from the jar. So I used some minced garlic. I used a tablespoon in there. And then I'm going to add a little more olive oil. Maybe like a tablespoon, guys, okay? So I used some olive oil. Now I'm going to use some white wine. Just bear with me 1 second. Hold on 1 minute, guys. And I also chopped up some green onions in there. So green onions is in there so far. Cilantro. I put in a tablespoon of garlic, another tablespoon of olive oil. The chicken is cooking down. I'm going to add it to my noodles, my pasta. And then I'm going to put some white wine. Maybe like a quarter of a cup of white wine into the chicken. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to add the spinach. Quarter cup of white wine. I think that was like a half a cup, guys. Okay, so we got that going. Let's get our wooden spoon. Let's turn these noodles down in the back. Do that look good or what, guys, right? Now we're going to put our spinach in here. Let's turn that up a bit. That half a pack of frozen spinach I told you I had, I'm dropping that in. That's going to cook down. Once that cooked down, I'm going to add these ingredients right here over here in this pot. Then I'm going to use this frying pan with the rest of this butter I have and flour, 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to make my white sauce. And that's going to consist of the flour, the butter, which is my roux. Going to put a little olive oil in there also. And then I'm going to use some heavy cream and those cheeses I told you about. Okay, guys? So I'll show you that when I get to that part. Okay. Now, guys, that's the spinach and the chicken and all the veggies. I'm putting it right over here into this pan with the pasta, which I told you I was going to do, right? Now, I'm going to wash out this pan and I'm going to add my butter and olive oil and make my roux. And I'll show you that. Okay, so your girl is back. I have the butter in the pan with some olive oil. Now I'm going to use some of the flour to make my roux. So I'm just going in here and I'm going to come up with, I said 3 tablespoons, right guys? Put that back in there. Now we're going to stir this up. Just trying to hold the frying pan so you guys can see me stir up the roux. Now you see that's the roux. A roux is flour and, keep getting ready to say water. Flour and butter. You see how it's cooking? And we got the butter in there and the olive oil. And we're going to let that saute and get a little thick, right? And you see how my roux is getting, right? We're making sure we get all that flour taste out of there. Because the flour is just to bind it. We don't want the taste of the flour. That's why I put the olive oil and the butter to give it liquid. To make it almost like solidified, but not quite. Okay, so you see it's getting a little brown, right guys? So now it's bubbling. I'm going to add my heavy cream. And that's around about a half a cup of heavy cream. And then I'm going to put some milk in there and I'm going to stir it and I'll be back with you guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so now we're back. You see that bubbly white cheese sauce just cooking away. Wow, that looks good. Look at that, guys. That's the creamy quesadilla cheese. And then I put the Parmesan shredded cheese and the Romano cheese. And that's the butter, garlic, olive oil. Look at that. Watch this. Look at that. See? Now, I'm going to put this over here in my big pan because I put all the stuff in here because that pan was getting too small. And once I add the cheese, it's going to be crazy. Okay, so here we go. Miss Debs is pouring that ooey gooey. Ow. Look at that, buddy. Whoa. Do that look good? Okay, I only got 2 hands, so I got to put this phone down 1 second just to mix this cheese and get all of it out the pan. And then I'm going to mix that gooiness and that goodness together. And I'm going to show you. You're going to be like, oh, Miss Deb, can I come over and eat some of that, please? So this is it, guys. I'm going to mix it all together. I just put the cream cheese sauce inside the noodles. I'm going to mix it all together, and I'll show you the final product. So guys, this is the final results. I put smoked paprika on top of it. And let me tell you something. When I say this was gooey, cheesy, garlicky, the chicken was done just right. It was fun making this dish. It really was. I really enjoyed making this for some reason. I don't even know why. Because I toyed with the dilemma of was I going to do the chicken breast or the seasoned chicken thighs or the chicken in a can. And I decided to go with the chicken breast. And I think that was the best idea. Guys, try this recipe. Pasta with white cheese sauce and chicken. I mean, delicious. So I sprinkled some green onions on top, what they call them, spring onions. Spring onions and cilantro on top. And I put some paprika on top of it also. This is delicioso. I'm going to take a little bit. You hear that? You hear that cheese, don't you? You heard it. You see the chicken. You see the pasta, the cilantro, the cheese. Oh my God. And the noodles still are a little al dente, just a little. Oh my God. And by me adding that green onion in there, it takes it to a different level. Guys, thank you for joining your girl, Miss Debs, today. Like I said, this was a fun, inexpensive meal to make, and it's doggone delicious. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Try this recipe, guys. Leave me some comments and tell me some alternate ingredients you would have put in to make it. Thank you so much. This is your girl, Miss Debs, coming from Deborah's Delicious Dishes. Peace out.